Hey my tater tots, welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be doing a life update today. I'm so excited to be catching up with you guys and letting you guys know a little bit more of where I've been, what's been going on. We haven't done a life update in a little bit over a year, and a lot has happened over the course of that year, and even more so recently. I don't want to talk y'all heads off and y'all ears off in the first part of this video, but before we get into it, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see more videos from me. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below so you never miss out when I post new videos. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and add me on my other socials. They'll be on the screen, the intro and description. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay y'all, so I'm gonna start off with my brows. I use the Morphe, this is the definer brow pencil. But y'all, to start off, things have been all right, to say the least. I did recently open my online store, 31 Lux. That's been super exciting. It has been stressful. However, I mean, what new journey isn't a tad bit stressful in some sort? I'm definitely excited about this new venture and looking forward to continuing to grow and expand that. As always, the link will be in the description box down below. I do upload reels and other content pertaining to my online store on both Instagram and TikTok. I will also have those down below. I cannot talk and do my brows at the same time, so I finished them up off camera. All I did that you guys didn't see was carve them out with the LA Girl Pro Concealer and Fawn. As far as primer, I typically use one of the two, the Milk Hydro Grip or the e.l.f. Power Grip. Honestly, I don't feel like there's a difference between the two other than the price and the name, of course. However, I'm going to be going with the e.l.f. today. Everything has gone well for my business. I'm still looking for new ways to expand and level up within that, of course, as always. I'm just getting started with it as of June. End of June is when I first launched, and I still feel like I'm in my beginner stages. Of course, it's been only a few months, and I feel like I've done well within those few months. However, I know I could be doing so much better, and that's one of my main, like, I guess it could be a good and a bad trait to have. I'm one of those people where even when I'm doing good, I'm never doing enough, to me, because I always feel like I could be doing even better. And don't get me wrong, I don't downplay my success, I don't downplay my hard work, I don't downplay my achievements. However, I could have sold 100,000 in my first day. Grand opening, 0 promo. That's almost like, whoa, like that's really good. That could have been the case, and I still would have been like, I'm proud of what I did and I'm proud of my success, but I know I could have did better. Like, cause I'm just never going to, I don't have limits for myself, essentially. I feel like that's what it's rooted in. Like, I know, honestly, I don't even know, like, the true level of success, like, that is attainable for me, other than I just know it is whatever is the highest. Whatever the highest level is, I know that I'm capable of it. So yeah, there's always gonna be at least a little space for me to have done better in any category. I'm going in with my NARS concealers. These are my favorite concealers. But yeah, all that to say that that is one of the newest business ventures that I have embarked on since my last life update. And a huge thank you to any and everyone that has supported me up until now. Thank you in advance to my future supporters. And I'm just so grateful and so thankful. I can honestly sit and talk about this on and on and on and on and take up the entire video and then some. But I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, I am going to leave the link for my site, 31 Lux, down in the description box down below. Also, be sure to follow us on social media. Those will also be made available. And we do actually have some new arrivals coming later this week, so definitely make sure you are up to date on those so that you do not miss out. And like I said, y'all, I'm not doing no full face, full blown beat, so we are going to leave the concealer solely to the under eyes. I'm gonna let this dry down a smidget. And now that I look down, I forgot to put my brow gel on. But yeah, y'all, speaking of business and just career things, I have come to a point where I feel like I definitely need a team. A personal assistant to start, that's the first thing I need. I think I'm good on having employees for 31 Lux as of now. I feel like 31 Lux is still at a level where it's manageable for just me. But in terms of managing 31 Lux, my YouTube channel, putting out TikTok content, balancing my personal life, as well as I did not completely end Luxury Tots Closet that will be coming back soon. I do have some other things in the works that I don't want to speak on just yet. As far as just all the things I need to juggle and balance, even down to things within my personal life. I'm still a human at the end of the day. I still have my own life outside of work. So yeah, I definitely need some help. And that may sound so simple, and it is rather simple. However, that is kind of like a huge thing coming from me, because for the longest I have always been someone that just like didn't ask for help. I have like this thing, well, I've had this thing for so long where I feel like I can like do anything, and in a sense I can, but it's like at a certain point it's like, girl, just get somebody to help you. Like, you, even if you like, okay, sometimes I'll be having to like talk to myself and be like, okay, like, I know you can do everything, like, whoop-de-whoop, cool, but it's okay to get help. Like, just because you can do everything yourself doesn't mean you should do everything yourself, or you have to do everything yourself. That's how I've been for very long, and that's definitely something that I have been trying to break, I guess. I feel like it even spills over into other aspects of my life sometimes, and it's just not healthy. Simply put, I'm not even gonna go too deep into that, but it's just not healthy. I'm going in with my NARS foundation in Macau, and I'm gonna be very light with this because, like I said, I'm not trying to do no full-blown beat, but I do want my skin to look a tad bit more even. But yeah, that's where I'm coming from when I just say, like, I've been trying to create better balance in my life, in both my work life and my personal life. I feel like that's something, I wouldn't necessarily say I struggle with it, but it's definitely something that needs improvement. I feel like I've done okay, so to say, as far as balancing most things. However, I'm human at the end of the day, and I don't always show up at my full 100% with everything that I need to show up for. So that's kind of where I've been with that. And again, I have to give myself grace sometimes because I can be very hard on myself at times. And just remind myself that I'm only human. I don't have to have every single I dotted and every single T crossed in order to be like good, you know, like, I don't know. But that's one of the main things that I've been working on, is just creating balance. I don't want to sound repetitive, but that's one of the main things. Like I said before, I am looking to develop my own team. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to go about that as far as like recruiting people, because there are certain type of people that I want working under me. I don't want just anybody. Like, these are my businesses, these are like my money, simply put. And obviously I'm not gonna just throw anybody into that. I'm not gonna just bring anybody into something that I cherish so much and something that I'm very passionate about and have worked very hard for. And it's like, I don't know, I don't even want to go on and on about that, but it's just like, I need to figure out what's the best way to go about recruiting people, as far as both working on my content with me and people to manage 31 Lux with me and get all of that business handled. I'm trying to like work around my baby hairs because I'm not trying to mess these things up. Aside from those things, everything work related has been good. Oh my goodness, the looking up and over while I do my concealer is like craziness. And just a side note, this is not even something I planned on talking about in the life update, but like, I really want to take a one-on-one makeup class. One of my best friends is a makeup artist. If you have me on Instagram, you have more than likely seen me promote her work and stuff, and she does my makeup a lot too. So I'm sure you guys have seen her at one point or another, but I'm thinking about booking a one-on-one class with her. Like, I really need to brush up on my techniques, and I want to just get to the point where I'm like super comfortable doing my own makeup all the time and versatile with it, as far as doing a simple beat, a full beat, just getting versatile with it and perfecting my techniques, like I said. And I feel like I'm in my DIY era. This is also something I wasn't planning on talking about, but it just kind of flows this way. I'm kind of like in my DIY era, y'all. Like, I am in the midst of learning how to do my own everything. My own hair, my own makeup, my own lashes, my own brows, nails, pedicures, everything, y'all. I'm gonna go back in with just a little bit more of that lighter shade. But yeah, I just want to get comfortable doing everything. And I was talking about this a little bit in my last vlog, if y'all saw that. I just want to get comfortable doing everything myself. Not even that I'm going to, you know, just like ditch the salons or ditch the professional people. That's not my plan or anything. I just want to know, like, simply put, I just want to know how to do this stuff and do it to the point where I'm comfortable doing it on myself, and, you know, being satisfied with how it looks and everything. But back to what I was saying about the creating balance and everything. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm human, and when I get to a point where it's like I feel like I have so much to do and just me to do it in a certain time frame, especially, I started to get just a tad bit overwhelmed. And I would say that this was primarily like earlier in the year, not so much anymore, but I don't know, it's just been like I started getting a tad bit overwhelmed, and it got to the point where it's like I started to shut down just a tiny bit. And y'all, disregard all this makeup that I got on my shirt, y'all. I started to shut down just a tiny bit, if I'm being completely honest with myself. It wasn't intentional, and that's not even the type of person I am, so it kind of shocked me too when it happened. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm human, and that's another thing I have to work on, is just giving myself grace. Not justifying poor actions, but allowing myself grace. It was just a moment, a few moments of feeling overwhelmed with things, and that definitely caused me to not show up as my best self as far as a creator and everything. And it's like, if I'm not giving my best, I don't want to just put out trash videos, essentially. Like, I would record videos and just not post them, because I would show up, film it, even though I have like not the best energy or whatever else the case was. I would go to sit down and edit it, and it would be like, girl, what is this? There's no way I can post this. That happened a few times, and it also started to like discourage me in a sense. And like I said, on top of being overwhelmed and on top of all the other things that I have going on, it just it was a lot. I started to have like a tad bit of like creator's block, which was also keeping me from uploading consistently. And it was just, y'all, it was just a low point. It was just a low point in my career. But I'm well past that. Those days are no more. And we back in business. Instead of contouring, like using a actual product to contour, when I'm doing my light beat, I just like to carve out my jawline with setting powder, just so that my face still has that shadow, but it's not like too much product. And then all of those things just like stole from my motivation, which is a big deal for me, because I'm like a super motivated person. I'm very goal oriented. When I have my mindset on something, I'm very determined to make it happen. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm human, and that's what a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about like resorts back to. And I had to just really give myself that talk, like, it's all right, and it's gonna be all good. Like, you human, you having your moments, whatever, but you know, we're not staying at this place. So, you know, I'm gonna take my moments, I'm gonna regather, I'm gonna regroup, and I'm gonna come back as my best self. And that's what I did. So that explains why I haven't been my most consistent self. I feel like it's just crazy when stuff like that happens, because I just have so many goals, and when I feel like they're not being achieved, or I'm not getting any closer to achieving them, I'm just like, I eye roll. But nonetheless, I'm back in a much better place. I have been consistent with uploading on both my TikTok and my YouTube and Instagram, really. I need to start taking more pictures on Instagram. Honestly, majority of my focus on Instagram is Reels, because I feel like that type of content is more, what's the word? Not more important, but it's like, is it more prevalent? I think that's what I'm trying to say. That type of content is more popping as far as, you know, being seen, and that's just what people are into. People still look at pictures on Instagram, of course. People still post pictures, but I feel like pictures are supposed to be just that, pictures. Like, as far as pushing content, your best bet is your Reels. I'm also looking for someone to work with as far as Instagram goes and pushing that content. And really, I want to find like a photographer / videographer that can work exclusively with me, even if it's not fully exclusive. Like, just someone that is able to cater to my schedule, which would be like a few times a week, just taking my pictures, taking my videos, more than likely like filming some content for me, content that I can't be behind the camera for. And obviously that wouldn't be like a full-time all day everyday thing, but probably like a few times a week for each thing. Yeah, I definitely need somebody like that too. Like I said, I need a team at this point. I am so grateful to have grown to this point, to the point where I can't even do everything myself anymore. I think it's safe to say that those days are well behind me. For those of y'all that don't know, I have been a full-time content creator. This has been my full-time job for 3 years now, a little over 3 years. And I think I held it down pretty well, if I do say so myself, for those 3 years. But now it is time to expand and elevate and level up, so to say. And just because I'm on here being transparent today, I'm gonna be my full transparent self and tell y'all something that has also been bothering me. My weight has been like so inconsistent lately, and like so up and down, if you will. And obviously all of our weights fluctuate. Nobody stays the same weight every single day of every single week. Not even mine, even when I was comfortable with my weight. It's gotten to a point where like how it used to be is like, if I'm not in the gym like I should be and I'm eating whatever I want, and it's like special occasions going on, and I kind of like, you know, give myself some leeway from my healthy, why was that so hard to do? My healthy lifestyle, so to say. Then it's like, you know, I'll fall off. I'll maybe put about 5-ish pounds on. I have had a time like last year, 2022, where I put on like 15 pounds, like 10-15 pounds without like even realizing it. And I was able to just hop right back on it. I said, I'm done saying, I'm done playing. And I got right back to it. I was back in the gym. I was eating right. I was exercising. I was doing everything I need to do. And with that consistency, the weight came right on off, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I'm gonna include the clips too. But when I noticed that weight gain, I got up to like 155, which is like much higher than I would like to be at, even still now. But I got all the way up to like 155, and I'm like, OMG, I am done playing. Oh my goodness, I was playing too much, because my regular weight is like 145-ish, like 140 to 145. That's my comfortable weight zone. That's where I'm most comfortable and I'm at my healthiest. That was in like March, I want to say. And by like June, July, I had lost more than the 15 pounds. Like I was like, I don't even remember my exact weight. I want to say I got down to like 137, something like that. So like, yeah, like that 3 months I had lost over 15 pounds, just consistently, little by little, staying on top of things, being consistent in the gym, and it paid off. So like, I know what I'm capable of doing, but as of lately, it's like the weight is just not coming off me like I wanted to. And granted, I haven't gained a bunch of weight. Some of y'all might hear this and feel like I'm being like dramatic, but if you feel like I'm being dramatic, you can kiss my ass, really. I'm not even trying to sound bitchy, but like, cause it's always those people that be like, y'all would be surprised like how many people like, and that's why I don't even like talking about my weight and stuff, because I feel like anytime I bring up any little thing, it's always, oh my goodness, You are shaped so nicely. You not even fat. You this, you that. Why are you talking about that? And that's why I just, honestly, the only person that I bring up anything weight related to is my mom at this point, because like we see each other on that topic almost like she's one of few that understands, like, bro, I never said I was fat. I never said that I wasn't shaped nicely. I never said any of that. I said that I am not at the weight I'm most comfortable at. How you gonna tell me what I should be comfortable with? Like, and I'm sure it's probably still gonna be somebody that try to tell me something about how I should feel. Right now, as of today, I weighed myself this morning and I was 148, which is still a tad bit higher than what I'm comfortable with. Don't get me wrong, I don't like hate my body or anything, or hate what I see when I look in the mirror, but I'm not at my utmost comfort with how I look. And I know what I have to do, and if I'm being completely honest, that is not what I've done. I have not been super consistent in the gym. I haven't been eating the best. I've still been basically eating whatever I want. I do try to be more mindful of what I'm eating and what time I'm eating, you know, and just what types of food I'm eating and how often. I try to be more mindful about those type of things, but it's like, if I'm being completely honest, I still haven't shown up. I can't really complain too much, because it's like, am I far off from my goal? No. Is it like a huge deal, this weight gain where I'm at right now versus where I want to be? Not really. But also it's like I can't complain fully, because like I just said, I haven't done the work. And I'm aware of that, so before anybody try to tell me anything, I'm very self-aware. I'm very much aware of that too. It's just something I wanted to mention, because I feel like that also played a role in like my motivation. Like, y'all will be in my comments telling me like, oh, we want hauls, can you do a haul? We want lookbooks, woo-de-woo. And I love doing those videos just as much as y'all love consuming them. However, like, when I'm not comfortable with how I look, I don't want to get on camera. And if you know, you know, you look bigger on camera than you really are in person. So if I already don't like how I look in person, I definitely don't want to get on camera and look even bigger and just be even more dissatisfied with what I'm seeing. It's like, no, there's no way I'm putting this out. I'm not comfortable, you know. And it's just like, but that's also why I had to like really get on top of things and really say like, you know, enough is enough. You have to start taking things more seriously. But yeah, it's like, I think that's my package. Damn, I think they need a signature. Hold on.
Few moments later.
I forgot what I was talking about for a slight second. I know I was talking about the weight gain thing. Like I said, I just know what I have to do, and that's something that I'm getting more into. I do have a few trips coming up, and they're kind of like back to back, so I know that is probably gonna play a bit of a role. I'm gonna just continue to be mindful. I'm not gonna calorie count or anything. It's just being mindful, I feel like, mostly with me at least. And just when I get back home, just getting on top of things, eating right, eating my 1,200 calories a day, drinking my water, which usually isn't a problem for me. Just doing everything I need to do. I know what to do. It's just a matter of doing it at this point. That was the Morphe Continuous and the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. I feel like along with the whole weight loss, weight gain thing, me building a team, I feel like one thing that kind of like ties into both of those, if that makes sense. I'm probably saying that wrong. I feel like all of that is rooted in me just trying to ultimately become the best possible version of myself, and that has been a goal of mine for many years. That's not anything new, but it's more so a continuous thing. Those are one of those types of goals that it's never going to really be achieved, because there's always going to be room for improvement. I'm never going to be the absolute best possible version of myself, because I feel like every day that I'm here, I have room to still improve. Even by the time my days run out, it's like wherever I'm at that point is wherever I'm at. But as long as I'm still here, there's room for improvement. So I don't expect to like check that goal off of my agenda or anything. I am looking to continue elevating in all areas and aspects of my life. So that's nothing new. That's been going on. I feel like my baby hairs, really just the front two, are they uneven? Like, I've been looking at myself for so long. I've been doing stuff all morning and now I'm sitting down filming. I feel like they're a tad bit off even, but if they are, act like you don't see that. But all of that, like I said, it just ties along with just becoming the best possible version of myself. I've been getting a lot closer with God too. That's also another one of those goals that I've had for the longest, and I don't ever feel like I'm going to be able to check it off of my list completely, because there's also room for improvement at all times with that goal. As crazy as this may sound, and not even crazy in the sense like unbelievable crazy, but like crazy as in like you may or may not know this, but I've always had like a relationship with God, even as like a young child. It's just like, as a young child, your mind is only, you know, formulated so much to the point where like a relationship with a being that you have never seen, never, you know, been in the direct physical presence of, it can be a little bit tougher to comprehend everything when you are much younger. I have like always to some degree had a really good relationship with God. Ooh-wee. It has been just amazing continuing to watch how our relationship progresses and strengthens, and it has just been amazing. And just knowing that there's so much more to come. Like, I'm not even nearly where I want to be in our relationship. However, I know I'm getting there, and I know that it's a process. And honestly, I don't know every single thing God has in store for me, or, you know, the process of building our relationship. I'm not sure, but I do know that He is not done with me. I know that for a fact, and I know that I am still pursuing a relationship with God, a stronger one. The relationship has always been there, but it has just strengthened over the years. Me personally, I could not imagine a life without God. I just could not. I couldn't even begin to fathom. Like, there's no way. There is no way I would even want to do life without God. Like, I don't know. Life has been good, to say the least. I know I just sat here and talked about all these crazy things that I had going on, and, you know, things that are more so not too fortunate. However, God is good, life is good, and things could always be a lot worse, so I'm not complaining. So that is all I have for this video today, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss when I post a new video. Make sure you also hit that bell so you never miss out. Be sure to add me on my other socials. I have those back on the screen, the intro and description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next one.